Hello, good to see you. Day 848 of my forever world. And let me tell you that I am not that great at building, but I had a lot of fun coming up with this design and a lot of the details. We've done this over a period of a few weeks. Seriously, I am so slow, but I think it's great. I love it. I love all the little details and how cute it looks. I love the color combination. The color palette is stunning. And it's, just some little additions like this wall right next to the gates and change the height of the gate. Tiny little things. All right, let's see if we can decorate this, and I'll tell you a little bit about what happened when I was building this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some windows. Let's do some panes and add some windows to this. I think we have some space out here. Some 4 windows and some more here. Brilliant. Yeah, that looks great. I love the tint. Let's go with that. Anyways, so I saw the house design on the internet while I was just looking for inspiration, and I saw something very similar to this. I don't like following tutorials. I don't know, I think it's something about I have no idea, but I took inspiration from it. We did the basic shape of the house, and then I decided to change the ears to make them really obvious. That is a cat. The original design also doesn't have a cat face, so we are clearly adding eyes and a nose. The door's supposed to be the nose, like that. I quite like also we change a little bit of the ears so we can have some plants, as you can see. All right, something else I want to add to the front yard is this beehive right about here. That's great. And also I want to duplicate these beautiful pink flowers. I don't remember the name of these. They're lilacs. And the beauty of them is that you can just bone meal them and have lots of them. Apparently in Bedrock Edition you can just do this to every single flower, but in Java Edition we can only do it to the super tall ones. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Now let's spam. Let's spam these plants. They're very pretty, and that will give us a little bit of a nice environment, nice area, so we can cover some of these ugly blocks. I like that. While we're working on this area, I have to tell you that I really enjoy bringing all these little details. We have lanterns and fence posts and stairs and trapdoors all over the place. I really love decorating with, as many blocks as we can, and we also have the new shelves to add a different texture because the shelves are more of a saturated design compared to the normal wood variants. And I've seen quite a few builds using pale wood and also cherry wood, and I really wanted to incorporate those two, so I think it came out really well. I'm gonna put my armor on just in case. The other thing that I absolutely love is moss, so I'm just going to place a couple of moss blocks and bone meal this area. Moss is my favorite block. Tallgrass, not so much. But just like that, it made such a huge difference with carpet and extra blocks. Fantastic. I really like these azalea trees. They're so stunning. There we go. We can also plant one of these trees out there. Now I have some glow berries. I don't remember if they grow in different blocks. Like, can we place it? Oh yes, I didn't remember if you could place them in every single block or they had to be blocks like nature blocks. You know what I mean? There we go. And we had some extras. Really pretty. I want another one somewhere. Maybe up there. I love that. And grab our shovel and do a tiny little path right here on the front. So eventually the path will connect to the little train stop right here, and also to the greenhouse on this side over here. I really like how this is taking shape. We have on this side of the world a slightly more conventional approach to building a house, a little bit more closer to reality, and on the other side is all tents. Really like a starter area, and then this one is a bit more advanced, more civilized. Talking about civilized, I have a few blocks that I want to add to this pond. Now, some of you commented before that unfortunately if I bring axolotls here, they will escape. One of the reasons I decided to add this little fence for the garden is that I want to continue adding the fence gate all around this area so we can contain the axolotls. And that is one option. The other option that we have is that we can add, instead of axolotls, we can add a fish. And I think that's such a great idea because obviously cats and fish, you know, that could be something that we want to add. I don't know how you feel about the cats potentially being so close to the fish. That is something that we need to discuss. We try to be as environmentally friendly as we can, and some of you don't like animals getting hurt, so we respect everyone, just in case. Now, I also have some carpet. Can we place carpet underwater? We cannot, but I guess we can place a drown head somewhere. No, we cannot either. Oh, that's unfortunately. Well, seagrass it is. And can we bone meal the seagrass once is there? No. Oh, but we can bone meal the rest. We can bone meal the dirt, and it's just... this is plenty of it. That's a bit much. That's better. We also have some sea pickles to add some extra light. And I absolutely love these plants. So pretty. Like that. I need to bring some lily pads. That would be another thing that we want to do. And can we bone meal these guys? Yes! So they can grow taller. Beautiful. And I also have some sugarcane. I love how sugarcane, you plant it behind other things and it looks, once it grows, it's just so much alive. And I also like to add some till soil and plant some things like carrots and potatoes. And let's add some of these carpets right there. Now, can I place some mushrooms down here? No, it's too bright. I need to plant them in a darker area. Now, sometimes I grab a lot of random blocks. I like adding things like this. And right in the middle of the pond, maybe here, I want to add this copper grate so it looks like it's a drain. We have to keep everybody safe and clean, right? I wonder if we can place some ladders. Yes! Just to add some extra color to it. Brilliant. And I was thinking we can do some of these. Oh, I need to bring some candles, and we can have some of... what are these? These are called. They're like foxtails. I don't remember the name exactly. And a boat, because why not, right? Oh, I love bringing random blocks sometimes, and I'm kind of salty about this. I want to place the player head somewhere. Yeah, the drowned, so drowns don't come here, as a warning. I also have different kinds of walls that I will love to add to random places around here. I don't usually build with diorite, but I quite like it right next to the pale oak. And I have a ton of lanterns I have been trading with my villager just for this occasion. Right, and you, please go away. Can we place a lantern under the water? Yes, we can. Why would you do that? I have no idea, but sure, why not? Maybe one of them just fell into the ground. Like that. Why not? And moss is my favorite block, and one of the reasons is that I can make mossy cobblestone. Just combine cobblestone with moss and you get mossy cobblestone. It's such a pretty block. And I'm going to replace some of these blocks around here, outside of the pond, with some of these mossy variants. I consider them so pretty. Really like them. It's like that. Yes. And once we have the cushions, we can actually sit here and enjoy the view. On the previous episode, we built this koru, which is also a flower farm. So now I can place random flowers everywhere. because I have plenty of flowers. And I also want to bring some bees so they can live here, but it's nighttime. I think all the bees are asleep at the moment. We'll just have to wait. I also quite love this back door right here. Very much Hobbit style, and it's very similar to the little window here that doesn't have any windows. I just realized. Let me fix that right now. Let's go up here. I completely forgot about that round window. Yes, much nicer. But I really like adding flowers everywhere and plants. I really like this also, this window design. Quite different. And this is probably my favorite part. A nice feature window with a balcony that ideally we want to utilize. We can put some cats outside enjoying the summer breeze. And I also like how all the plants are taking over the build, so it looks like it has been here for a very long time. That is fantastic. And now for the interior, please drop your suggestions as to what to do inside this cattery. A few days ago, during a live stream, we were tinkering around different designs for the cattery, and there are a few places for the cats to run around, to rest and to sleep, because that's what cats do most of the day anyways. So we will incorporate those ideas into the final build. We also need to come up with a way to get up there. Do we want a second floor, a second story? And I see some patches that need to be fixed. There's some holes inside the house. There's a few things sticking out, so probably on the next episode we'll do the interior. And again, so if you have any ideas, any suggestions on how to decorate this, and remember, this is a cattery, a cat hotel for my subscribers. Is it time to bring the bees? Yes, let's bring a couple of bees, or a bee family. Let's grab like 3. Okay, 1, 2. There's about 4. Oh, too many. Okay, there's 2. Yes, okay, you guys count. This is gonna be your new house. I hope you like it. It's gonna be full of cats, but they are friendly. You'll be fine, okay? Come. There we go. This is your new house. 1 and 2. And you can live here. There we go. Your new forever home. Yes, they are here, and the little one is here too. So cute. And the next cat that I want to bring, I need a name tag first. There we go. I found another name tag, and the next person I want to bring is going to be this orange cat. Come follow me, kitty cat. Follow me, kitty cat. Now, this subscriber is a friend of mine for 7 years. We've met playing Fortnite back in the day, and we have been friends since. We just celebrated 7 years of friendship, so come over here. Oh, also right there you are. And I chose an orange cat because his Minecraft skin is an Oompa Loompa, so the orange Oompa Loompas. So he is an absolute icon in my channel. And it's raining. What a way to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed this cat house transformation, this cattery, this cat hotel where all my subscribers will be living. It's going to be packed. Thank you so much for watching till the end. A big thanks to my Patreons and my YouTube members. You guys are insanely amazing. Thank you. And please consider subscribing. It's free, and we can do the interior of the house on the next episode. So don't miss it. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.